said you started nung pandemic, right? Yung you really took it as a career talaga, yung art making.
Well, 2017 I started painting already, but 2020 was when I started selling my artwork. So that was during the
Mm.
pandemic.
Oh, nice timing, ha?
Yeah. And I wasn't really planning on selling it talaga. As in I was just happy painting for my own joy ganyan. Kasi parang it's different talaga when you're you're selling your work eh. Parang sometimes it defeats yung yung healing aspect of it. Kasi nga, you're thinking if people will like it, people will buy it, ganon. So, I just, I just shifted from making it for myself to selling it when an interior designer approached me na parang and asked me how much my work was, ganon. So, dun lang ako na parang napaisip na, oh, okay, how much is this? I wasn't even sure like how much it was. I actually had to ask my mentor um how much I should price it because I wasn't really aware, 'di ba? Like any industry kasi, I wanted to respect people who does art for a living, 'di ba? Yung parang mas matagal pa sa akin painting ganyan. I wanna respect their career, their ano. Kasi syempre I was a newbie, I wasn't aware of the cost ganyan. So yeah. So I had to ask yung mga parang professionals during that time.
Right. Pero yung sinabi mo, to backtrack a bit lang, may mention ka, you said na advertising ka noon?
Yeah, I was in advertising for like advertising marketing for 10 years rin.
Oh,
Yeah, so
tagal
right
na rin.
after um college, I worked straight away um doing advertising and marketing. Um but I think there's still a relationship between my job before and what I'm doing now because when you're doing art you also need to market your work, you also need to advertise yourself, diba? So in a way it was like uh siguro a leverage that I could use, diba, in what I am doing now. A lot of the things that I do behind the camera or behind the scenes is also partly mga natututunan ko sa advertising, sa marketing. So with my art, I guess I also applied it in a way na that's why I applied it in a way na parang I experimented as much as I could in the beginning of my you could say art career, I guess. Ganon. I expect you if you notice with my page, 'di ba? I don't post entirely the same parang style, ganon. Parang I explore different patterns, different textures because um I guess that's what also parang brought me to this kind of style, in abstract style, is the love of experimentation and yung like exploring different colors and textures, ganun.
Mas may freedom ka.
Yeah, may freedom. And I guess that's where I was drawn to, the freedom to experiment, to explore, ganun. Kasi actually it's like it's like when you like traveling, 'di ba? When you travel, you like learning new things when you go to different cities, gano'n, 'di ba? You like meeting new people, gano'n. So, with textured abstract art. That's how I feel like I'm able to experiment. I'm able to like capture certain emotions through textures like that and colors.
Right.
Yeah.
Alam mo na,
Mm-mm.
remember ko may sinabi ka noon na it's like parang you're kind of holding yourself from like promoting yourself too much. Even yung sinabi mo na you didn't want to place your face sa social media.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even
Um
your profile picture ngayon, 'di ba? It's yung art.
yeah.
So I'm just
Yeah.
curious, like how do you balance that na considering you have a background in advertising na you just want to market yourself and promote, and at the same time parang you're also an artist na parang you want to hold back.
Mm-mm. Well, I'm not saying I'm holding back now since right now we're doing this
Right.
interview. But I guess before I was sort of like in a way hesitant to, show my face parang front page because I was still, I was still yun nga experimenting. I was still finding myself. I wasn't really like sure yet of my style. So I guess that was like a strategy on my end to to put the focus on my art instead of creating judgments, 'di ba, based on how I look, 'di ba? Parang during that time when I didn't post so much about about how I look, I like hearing the feedback of my collectors organically, like, you know, parang, oh, it's so nice to know na parang these people like my work and they don't even know me, like I'm a stranger, 'di ba? Parang ganun. But syempre it's different now. It's like it's part of the social media, age that you really have to show up in front of the camera because that's part of, um adding the personal touch to it kasi, 'di ba? Syempre people wanna know who created this art and parang they wanna know like your authentic emotions behind the artwork, gano'n, 'di ba? Parang iba pa rin kasi talaga if there's a face, 'di ba? There's more trust. So, ayun. So, I'm slowly learning to I guess show up in front of the camera even like if I'm an introvert and yeah, but yun nga it's also I'm also trying to strike a balance between staying true to myself, like staying true to what I love, and also of course considering what works with people, what works with the trends, 'di ba, na parang gusto makita ng mga tao. So striking balance between that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's true kasi even nga kung makita ko yung mga like profile ng ibang artist, somehow I'm just curious yung parang although makikita mo na yung you have an idea like yung personality ng artist, parang nakikurious pa rin ako like yeah, totoo yung sinabi mo na there's people want to see yung faces nga to more relatable na side.
Mm-mm.
And
Yeah.
I want to backtrack lang a bit. Yung sa previous conversation rin natin, you mentioned something na you were already interested in art. And so you took up parang I think it was with your lola na you took up this art class.
Yeah. So I went with her.
Mhm.
I think that was in 2017.
Right.
She enrolled in a in a senior hub in Makati. It's called Sunshine Place. So it's she enrolled in this painting class. So sinamahan ko lang siya during that time. But then um after several visits, she told me, why don't you also enroll na rin para you could paint with me, gano'n. Hindi yung parang you're just looking at me like that. So from there, because of her encouragement, I joined the classes as well. So I'm very grateful for my lola because yun nga, without her um influence and push to try it to parang give the art world a second chance. Kasi nga, yung parang I was sharing before, di ba, na I became doubtful of my capabilities, na parang I'm not that good at creating art, ganon. There are far better artists than me, yung parang ganon. So, I think it helped na I was surrounded by seniors. So, it was less parang pressure on me. Parang I was thinking na, okay, if they can do it, if they can learn something new at their age, why not me, 'di ba? Parang kung sila kaya nilang to try something, out of their usual skill sets, and syempre mabagal na rin, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. Why not ako rin, 'di ba? Parang so I guess, yun nga, yung mga lolas yung nag-inspire sa akin
But is your
talaga.
Lola still doing art right now?
Not really, kasi she actually turned 100 years old na last May. So,
Oh, wow.
also parang super ano na talaga siya. Yeah, like,
Okay, so
she just
since
wants to.
100 years old, so way back maybe 90s na siya yung pag-start niya ng pag-enroll.
Mhm.
Wow, she
Yeah,
still has the energy to pick
yeah.
up a,
Very ano, she's very active kasi nung,
right.
yeah. So, napansin ko when the pandemic happened, parang doon nag-decline yung, siguro because of wala tayong masyadong movement, we couldn't go out. So, that also affected, syempre, yung mga motor skills, ganon. So, I tried to ask her, like, hey, do you wanna go back? Ganon. Pero parang hindi na talaga. Or sasabi niya sa akin, ikaw na lang, ganon. So, I guess this is also my way of, continuing her love for the arts rin, 'di ba? Parang in a way, I feel like I'm also parang this is a continuity of her legacy, 'di ba? Mm. Like, I hopefully, like, I could also pass this love for arts to my own son, ganon. So parang there's a continuity. So I would actually joke nga na parang, hey Lola, when I have the funds na, I will open up my own gallery and I will call it Apollinaria, parang like that. So because her full name is Apollinaria. I call her Lola Polly, but her first full name is Apollinaria. So like, sabi ko, we'll call it Apollinaria, like that.
Yeah, that's a
So
nice way to honor her in yung she brought you back to the
yeah.
art world. Mhm.
So actually, it's not just painting. When I was still small, she would bring me to musical plays, yung mga ganon, to museums. So ayun, parang akala niya, 'di ba, she was just bringing me out. But little did she know, 'di ba, it will be my thing now and earning from it, parang ganon. So laking tulong talaga um yun, yung pagpunta ko dun sa class na yun.
Mhm.
Kasi now I can sort of balance, well, I try to balance, family life and painting. And it's fulfilling for me na, I'm using my talent or something that I'm good at to make other people happy. Like, it's a joy na, I'm happy with what I'm creating. Tapos parang bonus na, oh, they're happy na to put my work in their homes, gano'n. Yeah.
Pero even prior yung before 2017, parang there's a part of you that just wants to create, no? Na
Yeah,
just wants to do art. Yeah.
it was really like, you could say, an escape from, the fast pace of, the everyday grind, gano'n. So parang, kasi galing ako yun nga sa super stressful environment of, constantly trying to chase deadlines and schedules, gano'n. So parang that was like my therapy in a way, painting. Kasi um there are, I guess, yung art style ko, it takes time kasi to get completed. I appreciate the slowness of it, um, how each layer um kind of slowly builds up until you find the end product, So,
So, I want to ask you, you mentioned you're slowly like building up your art. Like how long and on average does it take for you to create yung isang piece mo? I'm just curious. Kasi meron iba na mabilis, di ba? And I think it would
yeah,
depend.
it really depends. Well, on average, parang it takes me like for a month. Parang ganun, for heavy textures.
And how
Ganun.
big yung amount mo na piece?
Like, like 4 feet, ganun, 4 by 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's quite, I
Mm-mm.
don't know, but pero parang that's quite a long time na rin ha for
Yeah.
making a piece. So,
Oo.
uh
So, like, I try to make it fast, but like,
yeah, I
wala eh.
understand.
Yun talaga, parang it's layering eh. Parang I guess you can compare it to building a house, 'di ba? Parang kailangan mo pa siyang patuyuin yung foundation before mo i like ilagay yung other layers to it, 'di ba? And if you put it agad, parang pag nagkaroon ng earthquake, 'di ba? Babagsak siya. Parang ganon. So, I guess, uh, yeah, I guess beautiful things take time. Yeah. Ganon, 'di ba?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I want to ask you
Mm.
more about this, but I want to go back lang a bit. I'm curious, like, why did you not decide to take up like fine arts during college? Like, what made you to decide to take like advertising instead?
Mm. Well, I tried to, well, paano ba? I didn't get, hindi ako, I tried to apply to parang mga colleges that specialize in painting, fine arts, gano'n. Pero, um, I guess, kasi parang may very rigid yung ano, 'di ba? Sa mga ibang schools, parang very rigid yung examinations, parang may certain standards sila for you to get in. So, I guess I didn't meet the cut of the parang the traditional, um kung ano yung maganda sa mga art schools ganun, during that time. So, yeah.
Yeah, pero you know what? I've also listened to mga artist na podcast. Some of them say na it's not that important naman talaga yung art school. Sure, you can learn maybe mga techniques and yung mga
Mm,
basics, but in the end,
yeah.
it comes down to yung own creativity mo, di ba?
Mm,
And finding your
yeah,
own voice.
I agree. Yeah. Um, Ayun, parang siguro it was the universe telling me na parang, you know, you just need to experience life, and parang yun yung magiging sort of inspiration mo to your art. Imbis na the other way around na, okay, you know these techniques and stuff, you know the shadowing and the the, the perspective, ganun, pero parang wala namang laman or walang, soul or emotions. So, syempre it was sort of discouraging at first because I didn't make it to this mga top art schools, I won't name na lang. Pero like, uh, looking back, parang I don't regret it. Parang I'm actually, I'm actually thankful that those things happen, the series of events happen, because um it helped mold the artist that I am. I feel like there's more I guess purpose of why I'm doing it. Unlike unlike if siguro college ko pa siya ginawa, parang I don't know, siguro na-discourage na lang ako na parang other classmates are doing it better than me or gano'n,
Right. Mm-hmm.
'di ba?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or parang ma-burnt out ako like that.
Yeah.
So I think it was crucial for me to face those mga failures and mga setbacks so that I would have this sort of strong, or how do
Parang
you say,
determination.
yeah, determination that this is really what I want. Ganon. Parang I needed to go through those failures and struggles and doubts para I could finally say to myself na this is really what I want. Ganon. Kasi 'di ba sometimes naman even if you're good at it, sometimes the love for it isn't there, 'di ba? The parang iba pa rin talaga yung when you're passionate with what you're doing. Yeah. So yun, parang I still have naman a love-hate relationship with, you know, with doing art. Like sometimes I have this mga creative block, ganon. Pero yun nga, because I went through those stages of despair, grief, ganon. Parang I know better now na, okay, it's just a season, ganon. Na, o parang, yun nga like, with art talaga, with your art, it's not just an evolution of your style eh. You also evolve parang inwards as an artist. And it would reflect rin sa work mo. You know? Yeah. Like, the more you experience, yun nga, yung mga things up in life, like happiness, yung mga emotions, despair, grief, that also manifests in your art. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, from just by talking sa mga artist, it's really a reflection of yun nga, yung sabi mo, how they experience life and
Mm-mm.
stages of their life. But I'm curious, yung despite na ganon, yung you didn't go to yung a proper na art school, you still enrolled naman pa rin to sa workshops, right? Like yung the one that your Lola took you. So
Yeah,
how
yeah.
was that helpful, and how many like months or years did that take you?
Um, I wouldn't say that, going to art school isn't important kasi going to that workshop definitely helped me a lot. Um, that I wouldn't know about yung mga techniques, ganon, and yung parang siguro it would have taken me more years to get the results of a professional or a master if hindi nila ako tinuruan, ganon. So I'm really grateful for my mentors and my teachers for seeing my, I guess you could say, yung natural abilities and helping me hone them. Ganun. Kasi syempre, yun, parang it's yeah, I'm very grateful for them for like teaching me the techniques like that. Mm-mm.
And ilang months or years ka under sa kanila, nagpa-training?
I think 3 years rin, I think.
No, that's a
Kasi
long time, ah.
2017, 'di ba? Tapos pandemic is 2020. So I just stopped before the pandemic happened. So
And these workshops were how many days in a week?
actually I was just doing it once a week, every Wednesday. Yeah, but yeah, yun nga eh. So um parang I was in advertising pa. So pero medyo flexible kasi yung day job ko. So I was able to have like a once a week um session with my lola. So yun. So siguro with with the practice and uh the the guidance, I was able to improve, I guess, my craft to what it is now. Ganun. So yeah.
And yung pag-pandemic, you mentioned na it's the time 2020 na you started selling your art na. So I can assume na since then you left your advertising job and became a full-time artist na and started selling
Yeah.
na
Mm,
mainly.
yeah. Well, part parang sa start ng pandemic, I was still I was still in marketing and advertising. Pero around mga 2022, I decided to do it full time. That's also the time I became a mom. I got married and became a mom. So yun rin. So yung pagiging mom also syempre affected rin uh my body of work, like yung subjects ko, and you know um the emotions that I I project to my work. Ganun. So I realized that I wanted to do art full time, also because through the help of my artist friends, like peers. Parang sinasabi nila, kaya mo naman, like you should do it full time, ganyan. Parang it's hard to parang grow your art business if you're like you have a full time job, ganun. Kasi parang yun nga, like art business, it's like you do, diba, you create, you need to shoot, you need to market your work. So parang ang daming ano. So parang they were encouraging me na kaya naman, gano'n. So yung mga nami-meet ko online, they were encouraging me na um it's possible naman because they were able to do it like that. So yeah. So it helps na other artists are also very encouraging.
Right. That's nice.
Mhm.
Mm. I'm curious
Yeah.
lang. I know that being a mom is hard kasi na witness ko rin yun sa wife ko. We have two kids and I
Mm-mm.
know like especially when just giving birth na it's hard. I'm just curious lang like during those times like maybe how many months did it take you to like bounce back to the art world? Kasi I can
Actually,
imagine you nagpahinga ka muna, di ba?
honestly, the whole like 9 months of being pregnant, parang I was barely painting. Ganyan. So parang akong nasa cocoon. Nasa cocoon na parang uh, trying to evolve pa. Siguro iniisip ko lang kung ano yung gusto kong gawin na artworks, pero I couldn't paint pa na a lot because nga, sometimes I would get dizzy, or sometimes I would not like the smell of the paint, gano'n. So parang on and off rin ako during that 9 months. Pero may mga na-release rin ako na body of work during like a few paintings during the time that I was pregnant. Actually, I made a big one for my mother-in-law. Like it was, I think, 4 by 5, 5 by 5 feet yata. Oh, so parang malaki siya, pero I was pregnant making that piece, ganun. So like that was really a special piece kasi that was my first artwork that I created after giving
Mhm.
birth.
So during your career, sino yung mga people that artists that inspired you?
Yeah. Um, well, I'm inspired by yung syempre yung mga abstract painters in the past, like Arturo Luz, ano pa ba? Sila Zobel, 'di ba? Saka, um, well, si Ivan Acuna, yung mga ganun. Yeah. So, very ano talaga, I gravitate towards ano talaga, the abstract, abstract paintings of those artists. Ganun. At saka si Jose Hoya.
Oh yeah, I just
Yan.
kasi may nakita lang ako bago lang na yung piece mo. It kind of reminded me of Hoya nga. Pagka piece na parang white
Yeah.
siya and black na streak.
Mm-mm.
I want to ask you about your art. You mentioned yung you want to create yung layered na approach.
Yeah.
What made you like gravitate
Mm-mm.
towards that?
Um, I guess I just like the effect of yung parang 3D effect and
Mhm.
like yung may depth na
Mhm.
kind of effect in art. So with layering kasi it gives that illusion na some layers are at the back, some layers are in the front. So parang may certain effect siya na sort of dreamy or na soft, I guess that's yun nga, may signature style na although it's colorful, it's still there's still a muted and soft kind of aura to it. Ganun. I don't know if you also agree to it or baka ako lang yun. I also wanna know what you think. Ganun.
Well,
Pero yun yung gusto ko talagang
yeah.
effect, yung parang soft na may depth, may dark and light, ganun. Parang a mixture of light and darkness. Ganun. Shallow and deep. Parang, I mean, yeah, parang ganun kind of effect.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And alam mo na notice ko, you seem to like to play with like colors of green and blue. Parang
Mm-mm.
you tend to gravitate towards that somehow.
Yeah.
Anong like
Actually,
what's with the yeah.
yeah, it's so funny nga kasi randomly ko lang naman na pili yung profile picture ko of that deep blue-green kind of paint. Tapos, 'di ba may gold. Tapos, recently ko lang na-realize na parang, parang I always paint blue and green, ganon. Siguro because it's the dominant color of nature, blue and green. And I also read na blue and green daw promotes parang wellness. Parang these are the two colors that um sort of promotes this calm, meditative feeling. Ganon, yung parang pag nakita mo lang siya, may emotional effect siya na, when you see, like, when you look at, 'di ba, the trees, 'di ba, sinasabi nga nila, spend time with nature. Sometimes it improves your mental health. Ganon. So, siguro parang, when I paint blue and green, pag nakikita ko siya, yung na-uplift yung soul ko. Ganon. So, I guess that's what I also want for my collectors and people that like to collect my work. I also want that feeling for them. I don't just like to create nice things. Alam mo yun, parang syempre gusto ko naman magkaroon ng purpose yung ginagawa ko. Well, sana hopefully may purpose, deeper purpose. Um because yeah, like yeah, kasi just to share, like my husband is a doctor. So parang syempre whenever he talks about what he does at work, syempre pag doctor, like um there's like a deeper purpose to their ano, 'di ba? To their job. Like they help people, ganun. Parang hindi siya surface level lang. So I guess as an artist, that's also what I wanna parang take part in, na parang there's a bigger purpose in what I do. Ganun. It's not just creating pretty things. It's not just, well, before I thought I was just creating things because I want it to match an interior. Parang ganun. Parang very materialistic ganun. Pero I'm I'm slowly, siguro it comes with motherhood rin, na you find a deeper meaning and purpose in what you do. So, um, I'm hoping, I'm hopeful na when people see my work, it's not just beautiful. They they have like they connect with it in an emotional level that uplifts them. Yun. Yung parang whenever they're sad, pag they see a blue painting, parang medyo na-uplift yung soul nila. Or they see a green painting, 'di ba, na parang medyo rigid yung day nila, ganun. Tapos it's in their living room, 'di ba? They like take a glance of it, ganun. So, yeah, actually that's why I'm wearing green.
Yeah, yun nga rin napansin ko. Pero you know what, going back lang to what you said, no, na actually I've thought about that, na you wanted
Mm.
to create a deeper meaning. Like yun rin naisip ko, like what is yung role ng artist sa society? And you know what, I don't think na you really have to like tap into that consciously. Like the fact that you're creating art from a place of authenticity and expression, and people can
Mm-mm.
see the beauty behind it, I think that's enough na for, like, that's already providing a deeper meaning to people.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, just the fact that you just have to be honest with your art. Like you don't
Mm.
have to like, well, maybe some artists like to put some like philosophical meaning behind it. But I
Mm.
think iba kasi yung ginagawa nyo na, na beauty, di ba? It's not yung, yun nga, yung surface na beauty yung ginagawa
Yeah.
nyo. It's something
Mm.
deeper. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess well, syempre hindi mo hindi mo sort, you can't deny na, you know, you collect art because it's beautiful. But I guess the style that I'm doing, with the textures kasi and the colors, um, it's sort of, 'di ba wala kasi siyang definite figure, 'di ba? Wala siyang like, it's it can be whatever you, parang paminsan, 'di ba? Like a person will see this kind of image in an abstract art. Another person will sort of see this other perspective, ganon. But I guess for me as an artist, whenever I create my work, it's also therapy for me. So it's not just, parang 'di ba with nowadays, big thing na yung mental health, yung parang arami ng people, depressed and 'di ba parang we're so bombarded with news, parang bad news on social media, and all this pressures online to fit in, ganun. So the mere creation of the abstract art that I'm creating is, I think for me, is very therapeutic, So kasi nga it's not restricting. It's whenever I see mga textures, parang it reminds me when I was a child na I'm playing with Play-Doh. Ganun, parang nababalik ako dun sa moment na yun. Tapos whenever I'm mixing with colors, yeah, it feels like therapy talaga. And I guess yung emotions na yun and yung parang healing feeling is what I also wanna share with my collectors, 'di ba? And I guess that's why yun nga, I promote this kind of style to other people naman. Kasi nga, like, I don't think naman na I'm the only person that can do this style. I know for sure other people can do it. And I'll be, happy if other people does this styling. Kasi nga, it's very therapeutic. Tsaka, with this kind of style kasi, it's like a fingerprint kasi. You can't really recreate the same kind of patterns. So, depende yan sa, kunyari, kung galit ka, siguro yung texture mo, it will appear very rigid or something. Pero kung, you're in an emotional, in a calm state, maybe it will appear more soft, ganun. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know what? Talking about therapeutic, yun rin yung mga nakita ko na paintings na nagustuhan ko sa art mo, yung the hues with the blues and the greens somehow. I
Yeah,
mean, it really
that's
is
great.
yung calming nga. Totoo.
That's great.
Yeah. I
Actually,
want to ask you lang kasi, yes, you want to say something?
yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna focus more on that. Hopefully,
Mm,
the greens and the
mm,
blues,
yeah,
mentioned na parang
that's good.
that's what you like. Feedback.
Pero you know what, kasi may yung mga like yung mga previous artists that I talked to, somehow meron din parang theme or parang message na kinukuhaan nila ng inspiration sa art nila. Like in your
Mhm,
case, I know like for each art piece it's different. But can you say
mhm.
na parang may commonality sila na parang general message that you want to express or convey? Or
Ako
maybe like
naman, parang
something you draw from your childhood ba, ganun?
ako, I'm not particularly deep. Parang litagay ko to sa isa kong parang pinned post na parang no symbolism, just emotions. Parang ganun yata yung sinabi ko. So I'm not particularly in like deep symbolisms or deep meaning. Pero I think in this generation of people who makes abstract art, their common goal is yun nga to siguro to I'm just I can't speak for other artists pero I'm just thinking na maybe they wanna evoke some certain emotions, like hopefully something optimistic or something hopeful, 'di ba? Kasi during this generation, it tends to be like parang times can be dark sometimes, 'di ba? So times can be dark. A lot of pressures from, online and offline. So yeah, I guess that's the role or the purpose of art nowadays is to to connect with the viewers in a that can, uplift them, you know.
Yeah. Since you
Yeah.
mentioned ba na we have dark times, I'm just curious, yung is it something na when you experience those dark times that you draw inspiration from that on some of your art, or parang you avoid making art completely when you experience those dark times?
Actually, I have this funny theory na parang feeling ko kung nasa dark time ako, dun ako gumagawa ng magandang art.
Really?
Parang, yeah, parang Taylor Swift lang, 'di ba? Pag ano siya, miserable, parang that's when she creates good good music, parang ganun. So parang I feel like sometimes lang when well, I don't know, maybe ako lang yun, but sometimes I notice na whenever I'm in a time that I feel so much pressure or yun nga parang medyo I feel sad or ano, parang opposite yung lumalabas sa art ko. Siguro kasi yun nga, very therapeutic. So I want something happy or something that will uplift me. Parang ganun. Parang hindi ako yung tipong na pag sad ako, like, it's gonna be dark, also all black, ganun. Hindi ako parang ganun for some reason. Like, it's gonna be like different. It's opposite actually of how I'm feeling. Kaya hindi mo actually ma sort of ma-figure out na I'm going through a dark time. Yeah. Kasi if you could see
Yeah,
my
that's curious.
painting
Yeah. Uh-huh.
in my Instagram, 'di ba? Parang hindi naman siya dark or like I
Yes,
mean, of
yes. Uh-huh.
course, during motherhood, 'di ba? You could definitely, ikaw, you would agree na or a mother would go through a lot of things like postpartum, 'di ba?
Yep, yep.
Parang syempre hormones there, highs and lows, gano'n. So, well, I look at my paintings naman parang hindi naman siya mukhang hormonal. Or I don't know. Or maybe hindi ko lang alam 'yun.
Well, it's curious, no? Kasi you mentioned you want to create something parang positive. But parang meron ka rin
Mhm.
mga pieces, especially when you started using reds, yung mga strong colors.
Yeah.
Well, curious lang, like what was going through your life or on your mind while you were making those.
Mhm. Yung red. Actually, parang I'm not sure, hindi ko na siguro maalala at this point when I created it or what was I feeling then. Siguro sometimes kasi I just use certain colors because feel ko lang or like feel ko lang feel ko lang gamitin or gano'n. But I guess when I use the red color, siguro I was feeling bold or or if that was a piece for my collector, siguro may vibe yung collector na red was his vibe, parang gano'n. Kasi sometimes kasi like when when a collector when a client asks to commission my art, um sometimes I sort of look at their feed and parang have a feel of ano yung vibe ng person na to, ganun. So like ayun, like example, yung isa kong client before, he was into wines. He likes wines. I noticed it sa feed niya kasi ang dami niyang wines na pinopost. So I created an artwork with with parang wine red in the middle. Ganon. Not naman because I was angry during that time, because I just wanted to convey his love for wines. Ganon. So,
Yeah. Okay, I have maybe one or two more questions lang before I want
mhm.
to ask you yung more on sa mga career mo na questions
Mm.
and about the art industry. What about yung the use of gold? Kasi I don't think many artists na, well, at least those that I follow usually use gold
Use
kasi.
of gold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I just like gold. Parang kasi may ano siya eh, parang hindi ko rin alam, parang I just gravitate talaga with gold kasi siguro gusto ko yung effect niya when light hits it. The shimmer, ganun. Tapos, I also like I guess yung luxury na rin. Siguro, parang, di ba, pag sa mga homes, di ba, pag nakakita ka ng mga gold, ganyan, parang may elegant vibe, ganun. So, I guess I just like using it. Parang I like using it as accents. Some, in an artistic sense, parang I like na parang may focal point. And sometimes the gold kasi, 'di ba? Parang yun yung focal point. Pero wala lang, parang I just really like using it talaga. Parang there was actually like a time na a lot of artists were using gold. Parang kasi nga parang naging uso, ganun, ganun. Pero ako parang siguro I didn't grow out of it. I still put gold. Yeah. And I guess I wanna be known na rin for it na I have I put gold in my paintings. Mm-mm.
Okay, what about I have a question. Maybe it's a good question para we can transition slowly na rin sa career.
Mhm.
Between taking commissions and like making art for yourself.
Mhm.
Kasi may mga ibang artists na they don't really gravitate towards commissions, no? In your
Mhm.
case, is it something na you enjoy naman or like don't have problems with? Kasi parang for some it kind of hinders their own expression, di ba? when you consider the client in mind?
Actually, surprisingly, I like doing commissions. Like I enjoy doing commissions kasi parang I enjoy kasi since ako nga yung parang may pagka ADHD, parang I like experimenting different styles, gano'n. So, parang I just like the challenge of capturing the personalities and the emotions of my collectors for each piece. So, parang sometimes nga 'pag commission parang mas nadadalian pa ako than, than doing my own, like, work, doing my own art, gano'n. Siguro kasi it's the process rin that I like na, as parang connecting with my collectors na, asking them yung mga interest nila or likes, gano'n. Tapos parang playing as a matchmaker na ako, "Okey, ito yung art that will look good for your home," parang gano'n. So, I enjoy that kind of challenge, I guess, na creating one of a kind artworks for my client, gano'n. So siguro that's why it takes time, like usually for commissions, yung sinabi ko na 1 month. Pero like for my own art, it doesn't take time naman. It doesn't take as long as that. Usually for the commissions, yung it takes time. Kasi nga, um, I want I wanna make each piece talaga for my clients unique and parang one of a kind. Yung for them to confidently say that they're the only person that has their family is the only family that has that piece. Parang ganon. Or, if the universe likes to make make Ruth Cancho art, um famous someday, I don't know, parang I want it lang, I guess, na it's something that they're gonna be proud to pass on to the next generations, gano'n. I guess that's why um I'm not so against the whole parang slow painting. Kasi if it's an artwork that's meant to, survive beyond your lifetime pa, 'di ba? Like imagine a painting, like just thinking about it gives me sometimes chills lang na what if like parang yung painting na ginawa ko sa bahay na to parang nandiyan pa rin after I die. Parang ganon. So like I really make each piece unique and one of a kind, and yung layers gusto ko parang very, kumbaga, if kunyari may mga future scientists that will unearth my painting, parang, oh, ilang layers to? 1,000 layers. Parang ganun. So, ganon. Like, yeah. So,
Especially if it's abstract
um,
na expressionist na art, 'di ba? Na hindi
mm.
ma-replicate.
Oh, so, ayun. So, yun lang yung downside kasi it takes time to create kasi nga well, with my style, kasi nga the layering, the shadows. Pero if I'm looking at it I'm looking at it in a, ano na lang, in a bigger scale na I enjoy it naman kasi, yung ganong kind of process. And I also enjoy, yun nga, yung creating unique pieces for my clients.
Quick question, like how many like layers usually ang nagagawa mo sa pieces mo?
Hindi ko na siya, hindi ko na siya mabilang. Ewan ko. Actually, sometimes I just look at it tapos parang, akala ko sometimes it's done na, pero tapos parang I'll just put it aside, tapos after a month I'll say, ay, kulang pa pala ng layers, gano'n. Kasi iba talaga yung ano niya, iba talaga yung sort of look niya and feel niya. If hindi siya gano'n karaming layers, parang it looks flat to me. Not that it's bad, na parang a few layers lang. Parang some artworks are nice naman with that. Pero I guess, yun nga, may obsession ako with layers and textures. Yeah. It's just a personal
And that's good, no? Kasi
obsession.
considering na, like, especially ngayon, meron ng mga AI na art na you can just print
Mhm.
yung mga artworks. That makes your art more unique,
Oh,
'di ba? Kasi
oh
may
yeah, yeah. Good thing you
textures eh.
mentioned that. Na I almost forgot nga na parang with the layers kasi it's so hard to replicate it. So I want something na hindi siya ganun ka easily ma-replicate. Mm. So, kasi I guess yun nga, parang ang dami ng uh, digital, I mean, ang dami ng, you can just, diba, put your ideas on AI, diba, tapos parang makakagawa na siya ng art, ganyan, diba? So, I guess this is my way nga of, yun,
It
like,
adds value, 'di ba?
yeah, it adds value na hindi ako may-replicate ng robot or an AI.
Right, right.
Parang,
Mm.
siguro in the next 10 years pa. Ganun.
Yeah, you know naman yung ano, yan mga AI na mga nerds, like they try to come up with something na takes away yung humanity sa ano, 'di ba? Human aspects sa
Mm-mm.
art sa mga ganun. And okay, so I want to ask you yung about sa more about yung career mo. Because I'm sure there
Mm-mm.
are a lot of artists who also wants to learn from this. Yung the moment
Mm-mm.
you started selling art na, like, how were you able to manage to like get more commissions ganun and try to sell more art? Kasi I know it can be hard for an artist to like survive, 'di ba?
Mm.
Especially full time.
Yeah, usually um I get commissions through referrals. Like parang kunyari as a collector collects from me, tapos makikita ng friend nila, gano'n. Parang there was a time nga na parang consecutive lawyers sila kasi the first yung parang OG collector ko was a lawyer, tapos yung dalawang friend niya na lawyers also got gano'n. Tapos parang naging friends ko na rin sila kasi um, there's a unique story behind their piece, 'di ba? Ganon. And also, I also get to sometimes mga ibang artists, they refer me to other clients pag feeling nila it's not really matching to their style. Ako i-refer nila, ganon. Or sometimes on IG naman, like I would do ads, Instagram ads, then I would get like um inquiries through that. Yeah. Actually yung latest ko na work, which was a 6 by 6 feet, the biggest one that I've done so far. I've nakuha ko siya through Instagram. Like sabi ng client ko na yung 65-year-old mother daw niya yung nagsuggest yung nagsuggest ng parang sinend niya yung IG account ko daw to her. Yeah, tapos parang knowing lang na a 65-year-old recommended
Also
me.
an artist?
Hindi siya artist, like a collector.
Hmm.
Knowing, parang hearing lang that she her mother is 65, tapos
Oh yeah,
recommended me.
that's mhm.
Parang dun rin ako nagkaroon ng sort of aha moment na parang, oh my gosh, so what I'm doing is timeless. Parang you could say timeless na rin kasi it's connecting to different
Generations, no?
generations.
Yeah.
Kasi akala
Mm.
ko dati parang, akala ko talaga dati, yung abstract art ko is connecting lang to mga 30 to 40 years old, mga ganun.
Mhm. Mhm.
Pero, it's nice to know na, oh my gosh, yung mga seniors, they like my art, ganyan. So, yeah, yung mga ganung moments, nakakaano talaga, nakaka-humble at the same time. Pushes me talaga to do better and to continue my art. And sometimes nga talaga, like, syempre, I'm not gonna say na being an artist and doing this for a living is always perfect. Syempre, may mga times na, na mabagal yung sales, gano'n. Pero, it's also these collectors and clients that inspire me to keep to keep doing my to keep creating, kasi syempre 'di ba, the value of what they have will only, increase if I keep on creating, 'di ba, and putting myself out there, gano'n. And yun, a lot of them nakaka-message ko pa rin sila sa Instagram, like I see their stories, gano'n. Sometimes they take pictures pa of the artwork, ganyan, kasi super happy sila dun sa commissions. So, it makes me happy talaga that parang I'm part of their story, I guess, because it's in their house, ganyan. So, ayun. So, yeah, I guess it's different for artists kasi for others, they prefer yung nga to create collections for galleries, gano'n.
Yep.
Tapos parang to create a lot of works, gano'n. Pero ako parang, well, in this season of my life, at least, I'm not closing doors naman. Parang in this season lang, parang I'm focusing more on, yun, yung sa mga commissions, yeah. But I'm starting actually to create a new collection, which I will share soon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice. Have you made na ba for Cebu na mga galleries? I'm just curious. It will be nice
Not
to see
yet.
it in person. Yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully,
if you can
hopefully.
connect me, I can fly some of my
Yeah.
works there.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, back to talking about galleries, like how do you like position yourself yung sa market ng galleries? Is it something na I know you said na nag-focus ka ngayon sa yung mga commissions, but what about
Mhm.
galleries? Like how do you approach it?
Well, this year, I got invited for by gallery, so um like I just I parang usually they just message me on Instagram, and yun, I create uh a collection that will fit their theme, ganon. Pero um I appreciate the galleries giving mga emerging artists a chance. Kasi syempre ako, I'm not yet, you know, um, hindi pa naman ako matagal sa art scene. So, it's nice na yung mga galleries now are opening more slots for emerging artists like me. I don't know if I should say. May mga may mga side notes ako, pero I don't know if I
Mm.
should say it. Cut mo na lang
It's
siguro.
okay. Yeah, well, I'm curious then. I can just cut it for during the edited.
Okay, sige.
Yeah.
Para itong segment lang na to. Maybe
Yes.
don't include this na lang.
Is there are artists trying to do something outside apart from commissions
Gallery.
and galleries? Like, are there other avenues for artists to make money,
Yeah.
like here in the
So,
Philippines?
so the the trend, like the trend now is, kasi syempre dati focused on galleries nga, 'di ba? To be known by by more by more people. Pero ngayon, there are art communities and also artist-led exhibits. So pati yung mga artists nagpo-pull
Oh yeah.
together na
Uh-huh.
sila ng resources to reserve mga venues, ganyan, mga public venues. They they also like partner with mga brands, 'di ba? Like I don't know if you've seen, 'di ba, yung mga ibang jewelry brands, they would partner with mga artists to create mga um curated artworks for their jewelry, or sometimes may mga artists na magko-collab with a cafe, 'di ba? Then they would uh feature their works. So parang siguro aside from the commissions, I would also want to focus on that kind of effort. That's more community based and more uh parang mas may, ano tawag doon, accessibility and more inclusivity. 'Di ba? Kasi sometimes kasi when you're in a gallery, parang sometimes the people tend to feel intimidated. 'Di ba? Not that I'm
No,
saying na I don't
it's
wanna
kind
be in
of
a
true
gallery.
though. Yeah.
Parang siguro I just want people people first to experience my work in a accessible setting, 'di ba? Like kunyari in a mall, 'di ba? Just passing by tapos makita nila yung textures ng malapitan, 'di ba? Kasi ayun nga, syempre sometimes pag sa gallery, 'di ba? Like in a studio, pag dadaan ka dun, parang you're gonna be intimidated to go in sometimes, 'di ba? So, and I guess I also like being part of events, ganyan, yung parang mga artist-led events. Um, Sometimes may mga collectors ako that, you know, they message me and we do collabs. Like last year, we did a collab with Ortigas Land. Ganon. We mounted like an art display in their showroom. Yung mga ganon. And I'm able to connect with other artists rin in a more, yun nga, parang personal level, and it creates the art more accessible and more, diba? Ganun. And it's like the collectors can go directly na to the artist. Parang mas may freedom yung artist rin to,
So can you say na
sorry.
it's yung what's going on right now, it's the start of the decline sa mga galleries and the rise of yung mga community-based na mga exhibits? Yan ba yung
Mm,
nangyayari dyan sa Manila, can
well,
you
yeah,
say?
I think it's yes and no. It's not like a linear kind of thing na. I think it's supplementary. Parang siguro it's a call for galleries to adapt. Hindi naman to remove themselves from the equation, but siguro like adapt to make parang yun nga kasi nga ngayon, hindi lang naman kasi sa galleries to, it's also in other brands, 'di ba? Parang uh people appreciate brands that connect to communities. 'Di ba? If you notice yung mga marketing promotions ng mga like kunyari athletic brands or mga fashion brands, they create communities, 'di ba? They try to make it like an inclusive thing. So I think with galleries, they can still ano naman, it's not like they're parang they're still needed pa rin naman kasi syempre they have this long connection already with ang mga long time collectors, gano'n. Pero yun nga, I guess with the rise of new collectors who appreciate the parang emerging artists, gano'n. They need to make it more favorable
Yeah.
for, 'di ba?
Yeah, that's true
Like,
kasi narinig ko rin na yun rin ang mga complaints ng mga emerging artist na medyo selective or parang may sariling community na parang elitist yung
yeah.
yeah, the
Mhm.
gallery creates.
Mhm. So, ayun. So, yeah, if they can create balance, and supporting yung mga blue chip blue chip artists and also the emerging, 'di ba? It's gonna be a better kind of industry, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, kasi you mentioned yung sa previous natin na conversation na there are lots of galleries that are actually closing na. Is it here
Um,
sa Philippines or is it like a
uh,
worldwide phenomenon?
not here in the Philippines, more of there sa abroad.
May mga certain ba na art styles na gallery are favoring right now?
Mix naman.
Mix naman.
Yung I'm not particularly aware na parang there's a certain favoritism right now. But I think what I'm certain is there are more galleries who are investing more time in getting to know this mga new rise artists, you know. Kasi dati parang we just focus on yung mga kilala, mga well-known, ganun, or yung mga ano, matagal ng, yung mga veterans na ganun. Pero napansin ko na they're investing more time in getting to know this, yung mga Instagram artists. Kasi, yun nga, they're more parang online savvy, di ba? They, they know how to represent themselves online. They also, um, yeah, they also know how to connect with the new kind of collectors, di ba? Kasi syempre, tumatanda yung parang nagkakaroon na ng mga new homeowners ngayon, 'di ba? Mas bata na sila. So, probably yung mga gusto ng dating collectors, baka iba na ngayon, ganun. Kasi they're younger, 'di ba? They're looking for something fresh, they're looking for something different, or probably they're looking for something more affordable kasi millennial homeowners to, 'di ba? Parang ganun. Yeah.
You mentioned something earlier na about yung leaning towards yung mga Instagram na mga artist na what do you think about itong parang phenomenon about yung rising na parang artist siya na influencer? Kasi parang it creates a different like aspect sa art world, I think. Kasi malaki yung influence niya sa not only sa mga collectors but also sa artists.
Well, for certainly we can't deny the impact of, you know, being an influencer slash artist. Parang it helps sell, hindi natin madi-deny that it helps sell the art, diba? Kasi in any art naman, you're also buying into the experience and the persona of the artist, diba? Or the creator behind the work. Alright, so kumbaga it's part of, you know, being an artist. Parang sometimes nga there are like reels na parang they're like there's like a phone here tapos nagpe-paint sila. Parang dati daw ang daling mag-paint before kasi you're just focused on your painting, pero ngayon parang every move mo you need to be cautious ganun kasi there's a camera. So I guess that's part of like adapting to what's to how people appreciate. Kasi 'di ba dati parang wala namang Instagram ganun. So we don't get to see the behind the scenes of the artist ganun. We don't see much of the process. We just see the finished product. So I could see so there's really an importance, or I could see why there's a rise in, you know, yung parang pagka-influencer artist nga. Kasi nga, um, people wanna see the story behind the creation. You know?
Mhm. Pero
Yeah.
hindi ba yan parang nagka-create ng parang conflict between yourself as an artist and the image that you're trying to create sa social media?
Sa akin ba? What do you think? Is it different?
No,
Is it
actually.
basic?
Kasi parang napansin ko naman na I mean na yung art mo is hindi naman siya yun nga yung sinabi mo earlier na hindi naman siya yung parang dark na ganun. And I can see na parang it's more positive. And when I talk to you parang yeah, it matched nga.
Well, yeah, actually the reason why I was asking how you saw me, what parang first impression mo sa akin sa feed ko versus, you know, talking to me now, because siguro one of my goals is ayoko nga one of my like goal in the whole parang branding, parang personal branding, is that I don't want there to be such a big gap between my real personality and what I put out there. Kasi 'di ba, it can be parang yung ano parang yung parang artista ka, 'di ba? Like, if you're pretend, syempre, if you're gonna pretend the whole time, like, even if you're out there in the streets, 'di ba? Parang tapos na yung role mo, tapos na yung shooting mo, tapos you're still pretending out after the shooting. 'Di ba? Parang it's kind of tiring to keep on pretending. Gano'n. So, that's why I was asking you if parang you felt like a discrepancy ba sa personality ko versus what I was showing online. Kasi that's actually my goal na parang as much as possible, um, I wanna parang maintain my authentic self. Ganon. And siguro yun nga, yung authentic self ko is I'm not really parang in your face, I'm not really.
Kasi alam naman natin na, can you say na it's hard to like um making art is parang exposing yourself personally to public, di ba? Parang
Parang
expression mismo yan. Yeah.
it's being vulnerable kasi.
Yes,
You're
Mhm.
sort of telling parang you're being vulnerable kasi you're sharing your emotions, sharing your life experiences through your art, ganon. And siguro for me kasi parang I don't want to also be limited. Like, I don't want to be limited by, okay, I'm an introvert. Parang hindi ko na to gagawin. Syempre, di ba, parang you evolve rin as an artist and you evolve in life. So, kung may trend dyan na parang sa tingin mo, magiging masaya ka, di ba? Or you find it funny or fun, di ba, to do it with your other artist friends or your family, then go for it, 'di ba? Parang I don't think there's like a set of rules na parang, oh, pag ganito ka in real life, parang you can't do this in online, ganun. Kasi siguro, yun nga, parang may sometimes, 'di ba, parang may alter ego ka or may persona and it's different per artist. And I understand that maybe that's their process and um that's the vibe that they want to sort of portray with their art, ganon. So, okay lang naman yun. Kanya-kanyang happiness, ganon. But yeah, with me, I think my personality is more parang, yeah, I think like parang siguro may principle revolves around um yung parang may substance pa rin than just creating noise. And like, alam mo yun, ganun. Like with anything that I do, I want there to be, like with this, diba? Parang sometimes there could be like a podcast na parang very different yung approach, diba? It can be like very interviewee, tas sometimes pwede namang casual, ganun. So, I guess it's really just different for each person, ganun. But, yeah, for me, so far, yun yung what works for me with, focusing on my art, ganun, and my collectors, kung ano man yung gusto nila with their homes. So, ayun.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's the artist in you rin na bakit nag-gravitate ka. Yung ganun. Okay, two more questions na lang. You mentioned yung sa noon na you do study several artists rin, di ba? Not
Mm.
only locally but abroad.
Mm.
Are there other like future art themes or styles that you plan to experiment on?
I wanna I wanna try, siguro I'm thinking I wanna try other mediums with not naman style but more abstract pa rin, pero siguro I wanna explore other mediums na gagamitin ko yung abstract. Like, you know how other painters uh parang evolve into other mediums, like they put their artworks sa chairs or parang they create glass artwork, sculptures, parang ganun. So, siguro that's what I I I would like to explore eventually, parang other mediums, gano'n, that would work with my art, gano'n. Or siguro ano, if sa art style, puwede rin siguro abstract portrait, gano'n. Parang 'di ba, parang like, yeah. Parang to add like a subject into the art, to the abstract art, parang gano'n.
Pero
Oo,
more
pero
on
abstract
you,
pa rin.
yeah, more on ano pa rin yung plano mo, more on traditional na like sculpture na parang physical na art rather than yung maybe digital or ganun.
Parang I'm not much into digital kasi
Right.
siguro like we're always on our phones na gano'n. So I
Mhm.
think I'd still prefer yung may hawak akong brush, gano'n. Yeah.
Okay, so final question na lang. Uh, sa you personally, like what makes good art?
Wow. What good question. What does make good art? Ano ba? It's a it's a good question kasi it's different rin for each person eh. Like what's good for me may be different for you. Like sometimes yung yung personality ko can also be different from you. So iba rin yung gusto ko in an art, gano'n. Like other people can gravitate to, you know, realism, tas ako naman can gravitate to abstract, gano'n. So for me, I think what makes a good art is um well, for my own art is like if it connects to your ano, if it connects to your to the people that you intend for it to be viewed. Yun. If they feel something like yun nga, if they feel therapeutic, if they feel optimistic, ganun. So for me, that's good art. If like pumasok sila sa home nila, tapos they feel more relaxed because once they see my artwork, gano'n. But maybe for other artists, maybe it's different, 'di ba? Na what's good for them is like something emotional, parang dark, 'di ba? Parang parang sentimental. So parang okay lang rin naman 'yun. Parang it's like saying kasi what's the best, what's your best ano, parang restaurant out there. Parang syempre 'di ba it's different for each person. Parang paminsan may bad review for one customer tapos may good review to another gano'n. So yeah, I don't wanna be ano naman to be so singular in it na parang ito lang yung good kasi maybe maybe my perspective is like this is because I came from a time nga na parang I felt like I wasn't good enough, 'di ba? When when I first started doing art. So, I don't want that feeling for other people na parang certain art is bad or yung parang you can't do your art. You can't do art because you're not good enough. Parang ganun. So, yeah. Art is art.
No, but actually, alam mo lang, from what I've gathered and extracted from yung mga kwento mo, I think you are more also like focused on others. Kasi yung iba, tama ka yung sinasabi ng ibang, sinabi mo ibang artist is more of yung sarili nila self-expression. And it's good na
Mm,
parang may selfless na aspect sa no, na you
mm.
actually care about others through your art. Parang ganun.
Yeah. Eh siguro, I use my art na rin kasi nga introvert ako. Like, that's my default emotion. So parang siguro I use art na rin as a means to connect with people. Like parang it takes courage. I mean, it takes being vulnerable and open rin to talk to strangers, 'di ba? Na parang kailangan mo i-explain yung art mo, gano'n, 'di ba? Like, so it's a means rin to connect on something na kasi parang iba-iba naman tayo ng life, 'di ba? We have different paths
Mm,
na we walk. Pero siguro art is yun nga, one thing that parang we can intersect
right,
and
right.
talk about. Yun. So yeah, parang yeah, I don't know. Maybe my style could change. I don't know. Pero right now it's what it is.